Yes, hi, Alonzo. My name is Glenn, and I had reached out the other day and spoke to Abby. I actually had received a flyer in my mailbox in our neighborhood. I know you're going to be doing some tree work, and I wanted to reach out to you and just show you some information about what I do, really some tips and tricks on improving your social presence for your small business. So I took a look at your website here, and it looks good. It covers the basics, what your company does, and people can reach out to you, get a quote, and call you, and things of that nature. So, I think that's definitely a good start. I wanted to talk to you about Facebook advertising and how that could help your small business. And I want to show you how, with a couple tools that Facebook has, that it could really target customers for your tree service business. So I pulled up what's called the Facebook Ads Manager, and there are a couple different fields that can be populated. And over to the right side here, we're going to see an audience get created very quickly. So one of the things that we can do is actually type in a location here. So I know your business at least is located in Dover. So if I type that in, we're going to see right away over here, the audience size is reaching 1.8 to 2.2 million. Now, just to let you know that that's actually kind of probably a little bit too big for small businesses. You want to target around 500,000 or so, give or take. So I'm going to show you some ways where we can kind of get down closer to that number. So we see over here that the radius is about up to 25 miles beyond Dover. So we can actually change that to say 10. And we'll see, yeah, actually right away, it goes down below the 500,000 people or so. So maybe we actually put it up to, we'll call it 15 as an example. Okay, so it changed. That's really the point, is that we have some levers to change that. The other thing we can do is we're targeting age demographic between 30 and 60. And the reason for doing that is because we're looking to target homeowners who would need your tree services or your landscaping services. So that's actually pretty good. We can change it though. We can change the upper limit maybe to say 65 or maybe 64, just as an example. And you can see the number changed here again. And the other thing that we can do is we can target demographics, so like special interests. So, for example, we can target people that are interested in home improvement, and then layer that on top. That actually gets way too small, so I would say we would leave that off. But I really just wanted to show you that that's a way where we can change the population of the target audience. So that would be with again with Facebook Ads Manager. There's another tool that we can use through Facebook where we can actually look at advertisements and advertising copy that was produced by other tree service companies and see what has worked well and what hasn't worked well. And you can see, I actually pulled up a couple examples here. This is a company called Strobert Tree Services. And these particular ads have been running since June 12th. So that's over a month and a half. So they're probably pretty successful, and they're probably bringing in some business. And we can see how they're laid out here. And they're both similar. I guess they're targeting different locations, but what they do really well is they follow what's called the AIDA framework for advertising, and that's attention, interest, desire, and action. And I'll show you where each of those pieces are. So they're calling out Pennsylvania homeowners. So that's attention, if they have an exclamation at the end of it. And then the next section has to do with interest, really. So, they're asking people, if you have a tree on your property and it's raising a red flag, it's dangerous. Fill in the form and get a free estimate and peace of mind. So that's really the interest portion. And then the desire portion, so safely remove it without damaging the surrounding landscape with Strobert tree. So that really does a good job of completing the desire portion of the framework. Then they also have a nice picture here showing how they're removing safely a giant tree from the property and how nice it's going to look after it's gone. The last piece has to do with action. So they have an action button here: get a quote, get a free quote, your free estimate, rather. So that would be kind of how we would model the advertising for your small business to reach out to Facebook audiences. And I just want to show you one last thing. So I know you have a website. What also might be a good recommendation is to use something called a landing page. And I don't know if you're familiar with this, but it's also a website, but it's not exactly your main website. It's designed specifically to capture leads and to generate leads to call into the business. And this is actually one that I have designed before. And I'll show you. It has a number of different actions in here where you can call in, you can contact, you can get a free quote. It talks about the services, goes into detail there. And there's also another section where you can call for a free quote. And it talks about what the services are again in summary. And then there's another area where you can submit your lead information or you can call them. So, and there's also a lead form at the very end. So the reason that it's laid out this way is because people react differently to different sections on the landing page. But again, they have multiple opportunities to send in their information to your company. So, Alonso, I hope you like that. And I'm going to send this over to you. I'll follow up with you probably midweek, I would say Wednesday or so. And I look forward to talking to you and seeing if we can help your business. Okay, take care, Alonso. Bye.